right, so this is going to be another movie review. This one's called Machete 2010. Welcome to the Christmas edition of my channel. This is going to be another Adrian mention. Merry Christmas. I thought today was going to be the greatest Christmas of my life. Spending time with my son at Latin Mass. Then he fainted during the Eucharist. I guess he wasn't getting enough iron, so I gave him an iron pill. Now he feels fine. I brought him home. I was going to take him to the pizza joint. We left Mass early. He was feeling lightheaded. And then he said he wanted to rest, so I let him rest for about 20 minutes. I gave him an iron pill, and now he's fine. It scared the living daylights out of me. I thought I was watching him expire. I didn't know what was going on. Oh, I was so scared. Anyways, he's here. He's feeling much better. We're going to go to the pizza joint tonight. And I'm so happy that he's feeling better. Anyways. That's the kind of Christmas it's been for me. I just gave him some chicken. I had some chicken myself. And that was definitely an adventure today. All right. I'm munching on some chewy nerds. I'm not supposed to do this while I'm doing a movie review. I'm giving this 5 out of 5 stars. I love this flick. Alex Jones hated it when it came out. Because it portrays the illegal Mexican immigrants as the hero and the border vigilantes as the villains. Although they end up shooting Robert De Niro at the end. It's got quite a few plot twists going. I thought it was better than Sin City and Planet Terror, actually. Got nudity, this one. Even full frontal in the beginning for like 1 second. A comely looking Mexican lady with but she doesn't have any body hair. Anyways, Machete is a 2010 U.S. exploitation action film written and directed by Robert Rodriguez. Oh, I forgot to put his name in the description box. Shame on me. Here we go. Directed by written by all right. Then where are the tags? Oh, here. Also, Netflix didn't receive my last 2 videos, so I'm going to have to report it on Monday, and I probably won't get any more Netflix DVDs until Wednesday afternoon. So I'll be watching You Bet Your Life episodes on YouTube until Thursday afternoon. I thought I was going to do a ton of reviews, but I'm only doing one. Sorry, Adrian. Oh, it was written and directed by Robert Rodriguez and Ethan Mariquez, talking about Machete, based on the eponymous character from the Spy Kids franchise. The film is an expansion of a fake trailer of the same name published as part of the promotion of Rodriguez and Quentin Tarantino's 2007 Grindhouse double feature. I remember seeing the trailer on the Grindhouse double feature DVD, and I thought it would look cool. Machete continues the B movie and exploitation style of Grindhouse, includes some of the footage from the original. Yeah, we see some scratchy film print in the beginning. The film stars Danny Trejo, reprising the title role from the Spy Kids series and the fake trailer, and co-stars Robert De Niro, Jessica Alba, Don Johnson, Michelle Rodriguez, Steven Seagal, and Lindsay Lohan. This was Trejo's first lead. Oh, forgot Tom Savini. This was Trejo's first lead role as the character and Seagal's first theatrical released film since 2002's Half Past Dead, which I've not seen. I've only seen two Steven Seagal movies. Believe it or not, Karate Man is going to shoot me. Machete was released in the United States by 20th Century Fox and Rodriguez company Troublemaker Studios on September 3rd, 2010. A sequel, Machete Kills, directed by Rodriguez alone, was released on October 11th, 2013. In the closing credits, it says there's a third movie, Machete Kills Again, which now is called Machete Kills in Space. Machete Kills in Space is the new movie that hasn't been done yet because Rodriguez is too chicken, according to Danny Trejo. In Mexico, Machete Cortez, a Mexican federal, and his younger partner on a mission to rescue a kidnapped girl. During the operation, his partner is killed. The kidnapped girl stabs him in the leg before being killed herself, and Machete is betrayed by his corrupt chief to the powerful drug lord and former federal Rogelio Torres, played by Steven Seagal. We're supposed to believe that Steven Seagal is a Mexican drug lord. Okay. Who kills Machete's wife and implies that he will kill his daughter before leaving him for dead. Then there's some lack of continuity because Machete is still alive. I don't know how. Because Steven Seagal stabbed him in the leg. 3 years later, a down-and-out Machete roams Texas, scraping by on yard work. Like I said, I don't know how he got from being on the ground. Steven Seagal's threatening to kill him, and then all of a sudden he's in Texas. I don't know what happened in between. The movie does not explain. He's scrapping by on yard work. Michael Booth, a local businessman and spin doctor, explains to Machete that corrupt Texas state senator John McLaughlin is sending hundreds of illegal immigrants out of the country, which would reduce the number of laborers. In order to stop this, Booth offers Machete $150,000 to kill McLaughlin. Machete accepts the murder contract after Booth threatens to kill him if he does not. Machete trains a rifle on McLaughlin from a rooftop during a rally, but before he fires, he sees one of Booth's henchmen aiming at him. The henchman shoots Machete in the shoulder, then shoots McLaughlin in the leg. It is revealed that Booth orchestrated the attempted assassination as part of a false flag operation. Yeah, we like conspiracies. To gain public support for McLaughlin's secure border campaign. By setting up Machete as the gunman, the conspirators make it appear that an outlaw, illegal Mexican immigrant has tried to assassinate the senator, who is known for his tough stance on illegal immigration. As injured Machete escapes, captured by Booth, Machete escapes capture by Booth and is taken to a hospital to be traded for wounds, escaping once again Booth's henchman at the hospital. Agent Santana Rivera, a persistent U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement agent, is sent by her superior to find and to capture the injured Machete. Machete, with the help of Luz, a.k.a. She, the leader of an illegal immigrant aid movement known as the Network, recruits Padre, his holy brother, to take revenge on Booth. Machete kidnaps Booth's wife, June, and her daughter, April, after starring in an amateur adult film with them. You get to see some more revealing. How come Sin City and Planet Terror didn't have that? I don't know. I'm saying I like this more than Sin City and Planet Terror. Now you know why. Anyways, he also collects evidence from Booth's house linking McLaughlin and Torres in a major drug trafficking deal. After encountering Machete, Santana begins to develop an interest in him. Elsewhere, Booth, who is revealed to be working for Torres, hires a hitman, Osiris Amanpour, played by Tom Savini, to assist in the hunt for Machete, a group of border vigilantes sponsored by McLaughlin, led by Vaughn Jackson, played by Don Johnson, begin attacking anyone who may be harboring Machete and shoot. Lose in the right eye. Dang, G, I shot my eye. Booth and Osiris lead a raid on the church. Padre kills their henchman before the two incapacitate him and kill him by nailing him to a cross, but do not mind Booth's wife and daughter. They do not find Booth's wife and daughter. Unbeknownst to Booth, the church has cameras through the CCTV recordings. The news of McLaughlin's corruption and faked assassination is eventually aired on national television. Infuriated, McLaughlin kills Booth, heads back to join Torres and Jackson to kill Machete in order to eliminate the people who double-crossed him. Machete gathers the Mexican network and leads them to the base of the border vigilante. When McLaughlin arrives at the base, Jackson turns on him for being involved with the Mexican drug trade and attempts to execute him, but is interrupted when Machete and the legals arrive. During this confrontation, the Mexican illegals triumph over the border vigilantes. Jackson tries to escape, but Luz, who survived and now sports an eye patch, shoots him in the back of the head. Machete fights Torres and stabs him, who then scornfully kills himself through seppuku. I didn't understand that scene. All right, so we've got a $10.5 million budget and a $44.1 million box office. I'd say that's a good return on investment, fourfold. Anyways, April shows up wearing a nun's habit. I don't know why. After escaping from the church, because she's naked and she has to. I know why. because Machete left her there naked, and the only clothes she could find was a nun's habit. After escaping from the church, and she shoots McLaughlin after figuring out that he killed her father. I don't know how she figured that out. I guess she watched the news before she left. There are some plot holes in this. Okay. McLaughlin, injured, manages to escape, but he's later killed by the last remnants of his own border vigilante group, who mistake him as a Mexican. I think the loose she character gave him a Mexican hat to make him look like a border crosser. Machete meets with Sartara, gives him a green card, but he rejects it, saying he's already a legend. And that's pretty much the movie. According to Rodriguez, the origins of the film go back to Desperado. He says, when I met Danny, I said, this guy should be like a Mexican Jean-Claude Van Damme or Charles Bronson, putting out a movie every year, and his name should be Machete. So I decided to do that way back when. Never got around to it until finally now. So now, of course, I want to keep going and do a feature. Rodriguez stated there aren't any action movies that with a Latin flavor that could play to a broad audience. When I watched director John Woo's movies, they made me want to be Asian. Woo and actor Chow Yun-fat's Hard Boiled and The Killer really inspired me to make films that would create that feeling in the Latin arena. Anyways, box office performance. Machete opened in 2,670 theaters in the United States on September 3rd and earned $14.102888 million for its 4-day weekend, placing second at the box office behind The American. The film opened number 2 behind The American and took in $3.866357 million, or $1,448 per theater on its opening day, and $14.102888 million, or $4,100 per theater on its opening weekend. Machete placed 4th at the box office by the end of the week after Resident Evil Afterlife opened in theaters, totaling $20,916,709. Machete has made $26.593646 million in the United States as of November 18, 2010. The film made another $17.499670 million in foreign markets, bringing the gross total to $44.093316 million as of November 18th, 2010. All right. So I'm going to describe to you this. Karate Man's in the chat room. Best of the best 3 and best of the best 4. I'll have to check those out. Karate Man says, hey, mate, Merry Christmas, and I'm back with a vengeance. He's got fire, muscles, and Christmas trees. Okay. They had Christmas trees at Latin Mass. So I'm going to describe to you the surreal situation that occurred. My son passes out. He bangs his chest into the pew in front of him. And all of a sudden, we start getting attention from everybody. 2 of the usher guys, 2 of the good-looking young white women who standing across from us. They had a look of shock, like, what happened? And the two little old ladies turn around trying to give him water and candy and stuff. So I drag him out, and he snaps out of his. He wakes up, and he starts walking, and I'm like helping him to the water fountain outside, and he gets a drink of water. We go back in, we get the Eucharist, and then he says, "I'm feeling lightheaded. I want to go." So I take him out before the mass ends, and he tells me that he wants to rest instead of going to his favorite pizza joint for lunch. So I bring him back here. I take the sheets out of the dirty hamper, and I hastily make this bed here for him. I'm just washing the sheets and the pillows and everything now, and he sleeps for 15 minutes. I wake him up and I give him an iron pill. Then he says he wants to go rest some more, so I let him rest for 5 more minutes. Then he wakes up and he feels fine. I think he just had an iron deficiency because his mother doesn't give him vitamins or something. I don't know what's going on, but that was a weird Christmas. I thought it was going to be the best Christmas ever, Latin Mass followed by pizza. And it ended up being like a surreal thing that's happening in front of my eyes. I don't know if I didn't know what was happening to him. It was like when he was a baby and he had a ear infection. I didn't know what was, and he kept crying for 4 hours. I didn't know what was wrong. You know, you get that helpless feeling like, okay, what do I do now? Kind of thing. But thankfully, he's okay. He's feeling much better. He's back on his iPad, which I guess is where he wanted to be the whole time. Maybe he was having an iPad deficiency and not an iron deficiency. So it's been a crazy Christmas day, but I'm glad he's here. I'm glad he's okay. And dodge a bullet on that one, I guess. I don't know what to say. I'm just I was just as shocked as everybody else in the church when he passed out. Oh man. The Ultimate Weapon ripoff on Commando. I don't even think I have Commando. All right. Well, Karate Man, I watched my second Steven Seagal movie. The first one was Above the Law, which I hated. But you liked Above the Law, so anyways, I'm not going to harp on that. I don't want to tick you off. I haven't seen it in so long, I don't even remember what it was like anyways. So I don't think I could tick you off even if I tried. Karate Man's in the chat room. He's recommending best of the best 3, no turning back. Best of the 4, Without Warning. The Ultimate Weapon and Commando. So I got 4 movies to look up now. All right. Best of the best 3. I'm not seeing 3 or 4 on. It's seeing. Machete was Seagal's first theatrical release film since 2002's Half Past Dead, which I have not seen. The Ultimate Weapon. That's not on Netflix. Karate Man is saying that Seagal's career went downhill during the 2000s. He didn't even make a movie after 2002. Oh, I'm sorry. I got theatrical mixed up with direct-to-video. So Machete was the first theatrical released film. I stand corrected. Karate Man's on top of this stuff. He knows what's up. Commando. Oh, Commando is in my Netflix queue already. I wonder if any of these are on YouTube. Now I got 2 people in chat room. 1988? You mean Above the Law, 1988? Was his first movie? Now I'm intrigued. Are you saying Above the Law was his film debut? Or did he make something before that? Now I'm curious. Yep. Above the Law, film debut of Steven Seagal. So I saw his first movie and one of his last movies, Machete. But I've seen nothing in between. All right. Best of the best. Three. No turning back. That one's a buy or rent. Oh, it's got Philip Ree in it. Philip Ree is back again? Best of the Best 2 is on YouTube. I have that on my Netflix, on my list. Best of the Best 4. Let's see. Without Warning. I see that on YouTube. It was uploaded 5 years ago. But is it really the movie or just something else? Is it clickbait? Guess we'll find out. Looks like a picture-in-picture. Small screen and audio quality. Well, I guess I'll add it to my list. Best of the Best 4 is on my list. And the last one you mentioned is The Ultimate Weapon. Hulk Hogan. Not him again. Karate Man's going to recommend every single Hulk Hogan movie. All right. I see it on YouTube. It looks like it was uploaded 4 years ago. Oh, this is. Never mind. Hulk Hogan plays himself in The Ultimate Weapon. And I'm not seeing the full movie on YouTube. I see Jeff Speakman, The Perfect Weapon. But no Ultimate Weapon on YouTube. Just a bunch of trailers. Of course, it's an action movie. It has to be if it's a Karate Man recommendation, right? Marked for Death. Danny Trejo was in Marked for Death. Wasn't he in another one of your recommendations that I already reviewed? I think I've seen two of his movies, Danny Trejo. Marked for Death. That one's not on Netflix. Let's try YouTube. All right, Karate Man says Danny Trejo is in nearly every movie. You saying that I don't remember what movies he's been in? So I only remember Machete and the other one that you mentioned. I must be getting old. All right, Marked for Death. $1990. Oh, that's another Steven Seagal, Danny Trejo movie. But that's another buy or rent. Can't find the free upload, man. I mean, mate. Oh, maybe this is it. 1 hour and 3 minutes, huh? Marked for Death. Is it really 1 hour, 3 minutes? I find that hard to believe. $63 minutes? Really? No, that's not it. It's got to be longer than 63 minutes. Oh, he was in Death Wish 4. Desert Heat. I don't think I've seen Death Wish 4. Maybe I have. Is Desert Heat that Coyote one with Van Damme? Yeah, that's Inferno. I've already seen and reviewed that one. Con Air. Death Wish 4. Con Air. Oh, Con Air is in my queue already. All right. I wonder if Death Wish 4 is on YouTube. I doubt it. Well, I'm over 35 minutes on this video talking to Karate Man for the last 10 minutes. All right. I'll let you go, and I'll look for Death Wish 4 on YouTube. I know Karate Man keeps recommending Death Wish 4, and I keep not finding it on Netflix or YouTube. But I'll try again. We'll see what happens. Merry Christmas. Laters.